From the makers of black fatigue comes white fatigue, coming to a city near you. Now, I have been gone for pretty much half a year, and I do apologise for that. I will explain towards the end of the video, but I already had recorded a video. It ended up being 30 minutes, and it was just too long and too ranty even for me. So I was originally going to show all of these, go into detail, so on and so forth about the attacks. They talk about building IEDs to blow up ICE agents to shoot their legs off with 12-gauge slug rounds, and the invasion of churches, calling them Nazi undercover ICE agents, people being stabbed in the face, so on and so forth. However, I've decided, rather than telling you what's happening in Minneapolis, Minnesota, I can just show you because there's tons of footage of this. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I've made a little compilation of all of the worst things that have happened in Minnesota in the past week. So once I'm done showing you all of this, I'll get back to you towards the end of the video, and I will give my overall views and opinions on what should have been done, what needs to be done, and what's going to happen going forward, I think, in America. So I'll see you towards the end of my own video, but enjoy the madness to come.
Almost there.
Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's some bullets.
Hey, that's a 47.
You can just kill ICE agents, you know that? You can just kill them. You don't have to hold your phone in their face and ask people when their birthday is and ask people what their name is and then try to find wherever they end up in Los Angeles. You can kill them. This isn't about social media clout anymore. This isn't about video. This isn't about the phone. This is about get a gun and start killing ICE agents. They are deputized corrections officers. Kill them.
Is that him? Yes! Open the door! Oh my god. Drive! Oh my god. Drive! Just drive! Stop! Wait! Let them go! Let them go! Hey, pull over! Pull over! Hey, leave it! Get out of here! Leave it up! Get out of here! No! Y'all just let him leave! It's not working! Hey! Sir! We don't know him! Stop it! Let him out! Let him out!
If we dox these ICE agents, if we can dox these ICE agents, we need to go to their fucking houses. You understand me? I know that shit sounds crazy or cruel or like, Jesus, you're gonna... Yes, I am. This is war. Do you understand? We're at war with the government. And the branch of the government, our state, local police, troopers, guard, aren't doing anything. Fry, Walz, Peggy, Amy, Tina, none of them are doing anything. Angie, Craig, Elon, Omar, much as I like her, none of them are doing anything. None of them are doing anything. You want to come after our families? Okay.
Off our streets, Nazi scum! Off our streets, Nazi scum! Off our streets, Nazi scum! Off our streets, Nazi scum!
Hey, get! What did she just do? She fucking...
Oh shit. Okay, it's okay.
She took next camera. She just stole next camera. Let's get her.
No, give him the camera! You're gonna give him the camera!
Just tell her to give him the camera back.
Give him the camera!
What happened, Nick?
They just stole my camera.
Right out of your hand while you're in the car?
That's what the fuck you wanted, right?
That's what the fuck you wanted, right? That's what you did. Man, listen, motherfucker, you better get the fuck up out of here. You fucking coward. Motherfucker, you a coward, bitch.
You have to leave.
You a fucking coward. You robbed you, motherfucker. Get the fuck up out of here. Bitch. You fucking coward. You a fucking coward, motherfucker. Nobody motherfucker, you trying to incite that shit. Nobody stepped in. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. $1,000 worth of equipment. Fuck you, bitch. Did you call that? Did anybody call 911?
You're in this neighborhood.
Have Kevin do it. Okay. You fucking Nazis. We got it all on video.
We're not Nazis.
Yeah, you fucking Nazis.
We're not Nazis and we're not racist. I condemn Hitler completely.
You're a fucking racist, bitch.
I'm not racist. I condemn all racism.
God, you a fucking Nazi.
I condemn all racism.
Why are you here?
We were driving through and we got followed. You guys followed us.
No, we're following you because who are you?
It doesn't matter. We're allowed to be here. It's the United States of America. Why do we have to leave?
What?
We're not leaving until we get the camera. You want us to leave? Give us the camera. Call your friend, get the camera back, and we'll leave.
Who took the camera? You guys want to scream racism, but yet you're treating him like this. Why? Why? Racism can go both ways.
You've been talking about 2 hours fucking recording me.
You guys were...
You're not going to! Take it off and you will get hurt! Take it off! Nazi butt! Take it off! We gave you a chance! There you go, I got you! You're good! Get your ass up out of here! Drop it! Drop it! I gave you a chance! Good! Okay, good. I'm one of them. You alright, dude? You alright? Come on. He's one of us. How do we know? How do we know? I was with him earlier. Why you get ran out earlier? I don't know. He's one of us. I'm with them. Trust me. There's wonderful people out there. He's with us the whole time. You pepper spray, you good? You alright, man? Hey, move back. Move back. Move back. You alright? Move back right now. Back up. Back up! Yeah, save your Nazi. Put him in your Nazi van. Go get him some help. He needs a little bit of fucking mental health there. Don't he?
Look, I could show more and more videos, but I think you all get the point, right? I think the biggest problem with Donald Trump that I'm seeing, and I think other people are starting to wake up and notice this about him, is he is technically keeping his promises during his campaign trial to become the next president, and he is technically keeping his promise, but it's coming too little too late. And I first started to notice this during the LA riots. In my opinion, the second that news broke that what was happening in LA, Trump should have went, cool, send the troops in, resolve this right now, but he didn't, and it went on for far too long. Again, I remember watching that as it was unfolding live on, it was getting live streamed by other YouTubers or other network broadcasters, etc, etc. In fact, I actually had one of my mates who was there filming it as well live on his iPhone in the Discord server that we were in. he wasn't taking part in any way, shape or form. He was just filming out literally outside his house where this was all unfolding and just live streaming it. And I remember during that whole time just thinking to myself, he's just taking too long to respond to this. And again, we're now starting to see this happening in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As of recording this video right now, there's been no official green lighting of just basically invading Minnesota and just taking over and basically getting the peace back within that state. There's just literally nothing so far. The only thing that I've heard is that allegedly there's 1,500 troops on standby to go into Minnesota, and there is talk about the Insurrection Act being enacted within Minnesota, but again, this should have been done several days ago, even weeks ago at this point, and yet nothing's happened whatsoever. It takes too long to respond to these issues, and by the time he finally gets around to dealing with it, it's just too little too late. Something else he announced, at least in our time, it was last night, that he is bringing back insane asylums for these lefty lunatics types, which sounds good on paper, but again, when I was talking about him doing things and it's too little too late, I think it's not only is that the case with the insane asylums, but even thinking about it, how many years is it going to take to build all of these lefty insane asylums for all these types? It's going to take years. How many billions upon billions of dollars of the taxpayers' money is this going to take? And how much of the taxpayers' money is this going to cost on a 24-hour basis? I think it will help, but I do not think it will resolve the issues. I think you're trading physical violence for basically financial burden, which arguably is an improvement, but I feel like it's trying to treat AIDS with cancer at that point as well. I think with what's going on in America and probably everywhere else in the Western world, especially here in the UK as well, is that we're in an extremely desperate and dangerous time, probably the worst in our country's history. And even when you get the right leaders in power, they still don't really have the balls to match this level of violence in the streets in any way, shape or form, because they don't want to be seen as the bad guy taking the first big ultimate swing, which I think is absolutely the right course to do here as well. The fact that just your average Jones and Janes of Minnesota, Minneapolis, or just Minnesota as a whole, have been attacked, stabbed, curb stomped, doxed, been dragged out of cars as well, just lynch mobs and getting chased down by just people screaming in their face, getting their clothes ripped off, churches are getting stormed in and other businesses as well. These people only communicate and speak with violence. Again, as I've said in one of my older videos, there are 1,000 ways to resolve an issue with an individual or a collective group of people. 999 of those ways is with peaceful means, and the 1,000th, therefore the last way, is with violence. Why is violence always the last option? Because nothing beats it. Violence always wins. Arguably, the only way that you can beat violence is with double the amount of violence towards the original amount of violence. That's it. And I think that's really the only approach that we have left to deal with these lefty lunatics out in the streets of America doing this. Again, as of recording this video, there have been 2 ICE agents shot dead in Portland, Oregon by an anti-ICE protester. Again, what a surprise. And we're starting to see video footage of out of Philadelphia, the Black Panthers, funnily enough, all black people, what a surprise, who are arming themselves with assault rifles and taking to the streets now to fight against ICE, and this is only going to get worse and worse and worse. And if the only language these people are willing to speak is just sheer psychopathic violence, if we're at the very least not willing to match these people in the way that they want to communicate, then we are going to get steamrolled. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth at this point. I think when it comes to these people doing this in the street, I also think one of the things I was thinking about as a whole is, I think the goalpost in terms of self-defense needs to be widened drastically here. I was thinking to myself, like, because again, I grew up in an absolute shithole of an area called Port Glasgow, or Inverclyde as a whole, and here in Scotland. And as I've seen towards myself and other people as well, and I'm sure you have all got similar experiences as well, when somebody is charging towards you at some speed, shouting and screaming abuse at you, whether it's mental health issues, or it's drugs, or it's their politics, or all of the above, or 2 out of 3 of the options, is you're in deep fucking shit at that point and your life's in danger. And again, there's video footage out there of these lefty lunatics who are going up to random people who are completely doing nothing wrong. They're just walking to and from shops or just go to and from work, and they're screaming in their faces going, "Are you ICE? Are you ICE? Say it! Say it! Fuck ICE! Fuck it!" And they're just screaming it, and if they don't say it, they'll start assaulting them. I really think in terms of self-defense, if anyone's charging towards you, shouting at you, you should be allowed to drop them at that point, because again, pattern recognition is starting to kick in here. If I'm out in the streets of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I see someone charging towards me, they've got their gay retarded fucking bandit face masks on, they're all in black mostly, they've got signs that say "fuck Trump, fuck ICE, Trump's Hitler, Nazi, fascist, blah blah blah," and they're storming towards me, my fight or flight is going to get dialed up to 11 in a heartbeat, and you better believe it, your life's in danger at that point. And I really think this needs to be widened. Again, these people, as I think I might have shown in this video, again, if not, you've probably seen it, them storming into church during a morning Sunday service and screaming in little kids' faces and women's faces to the point where the kids are crying on a traumatic level, accusing everyone in that church of being undercover ICE agents and supporting ICE and threatening their lives. And again, funnily enough, Don Lemon, that black gay dude who did all of this and basically stormed that church, is going to get charged under the KKK Act, which is the funniest thing ever. But anyway, getting off topic, I really think that you should be allowed to start blasting on site. Like, again, that guy who got dragged off into that crowd, which I think I did show that video, into the crowd of hundreds and hundreds of them, he was beaten brutally during that whole thing, and he was stabbed as well. He is going to survive, he's going to make a full recovery, but there's another video that I know for a fact's not in here, because again, YouTube would have put a strike on my channel because of the amount of blood and gore as a whole within it. But again, another guy, a group of about 20 plus of them swarmed this guy, started beating the absolute living hell out of him for accusing him for being an undercover ICE agent, and they stabbed him multiple times in the neck, in the face, in the back of the head, and he's like the vampire's equivalent of a chocolate fountain of just blood gushing and pouring out of him, down him as well. And he walked past multiple police officers during that, and they did not intervene to either save the guy or to start blasting the people stabbing him. They literally did nothing. And I think this is the other thing that's going to end up happening in America. If the law is not going to be enforced, I think it's only a matter of time before the left truly realizes this and start just mass shooting people on site, or the actual proper Americans are just going to realize this, and I think they are at this point. It might be too late, and they just start taking the law into their own hands. I think the goalpost for self-defense needs to be widened on to the point where it's as wide as the planet in terms of self-defense to deal with these absolute violent people. And if they are going to put in Insurrection Act, I think you just need to start mass arresting these politicians, throw them in jail, no trials, no nothing, just throw them in life sentences. Same if you grab any of these lefty lunatics, just prison, life sentence, go away. You're an absolute cancer to society. In fact, one of the things that I'm actually wanting now is I'm wanting mass deportations of white natives of said country, whether it be Americans or Europeans or British people. If you hate your country so much, you hate democracy, you hate capitalism, you hate being tradition, you hate where you come from and what white people have accomplished, why are you in our country? Get out. Deport them to Ukraine, deport them to Gaza, since they support these areas so much, and see how long they last. Just get rid of these people one way or another. And the fact that these people are taking to the streets, nothing's really truly getting done, and they're trying to murder people, and they have murdered people. They've shot and killed 2 ICE agents in Portland, Oregon. As I say, the self-defense goalposts need to be widened to an unlimited range. And I think Americans who voted and supported Trump were really expecting him to be a Thanos level threat towards these people, and for him just to snap his fingers and make these people disappear. And he's just taken 3 to 5 business years to respond to all of this. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens going forward. I'm more than sure there'll be a part 2, 3, and maybe even a 4 to this, because I think with the upcoming week, I think that's when he'll finally pull a finger at his arse and do something. Again, can invade Venezuela, kidnap a socialist dictator, and get him out of his own country in less than 90 minutes without receiving a single casualty on the Americans' end, but he can't seem to resolve any of these issues on his own doorstep, and it's becoming a joke at this point. But anyway, before I wrap the video up, I did say towards the start of the video I would explain why I disappeared for 6 months. Basically, I explained this a little bit in the last video that I uploaded, I think, that basically my gran passed away, my grandmother, on the same morning that the Pope passed away, and obviously, as you can imagine, it hit really hard. It was a bit of a, you know, a winding, a bit to the flute, you know, kind of just mentally put you on the floor, so to speak. And I was meant to come back by sheer coincidence on the same day that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. In fact, I was halfway through making a video on something that wasn't about that, then I heard the news break. I saw that horrific gory video of his neck getting blown out by the 30-yard 6 round, and I was like, okay, fuck this video, I'm going to make a video on Charlie Kirk, but I just didn't have time to switch over, and that just ended up didn't happening. And by coincidence, the day after that, I'd been asked by Count Dankula to come up to his office where he films all his videos, because he was filming an IRL comedy sketch video which hasn't been released yet. I think it's coming out soon, don't quote me on that. And it's basically like a dark humour, edgy kind of comedy sketch video that is filmed in his office and out in public. And I was asked to be one of the 2 cameramen. The second cameraman was one of our mates, and he did not bother telling any of us that he had a raging chest infection, and he spread it to everyone in the office. He gave it to me, he gave it to Count Dankula, and he gave it to all of Count Dankula's video editing team as well, and it completely nuked the office, and it put all of us off of doing anything. In fact, I think they all took about a week or 2 to recover. However, 4 days after getting that chest infection, which I think was a Sunday morning, I woke up and my chest wouldn't inflate because I was so gunked up with the infection. I had to be rushed to hospital where the NHS did nothing whatsoever, and they said, oh, we'll just give you paracetamol and doxycycline to kill off the infection. The doctor who was looking at me went to the pharmacy in the hospital and came back and said, oh yeah, we've run out of paracetamol and doxycycline, we can't treat you. What I'll do is I'll give you a prescription, just hand this into a pharmacy, you can go collect it. The absolute state of the NHS, people. Yeah, free healthcare, you get what you pay for, therefore you don't get anything, according to the NHS. But yeah, that took me 6 weeks to truly recover from that, because I've got a bit of a compromised immune system. So yeah, 6 weeks to recover from that. At that point, I just lost all motivation. 100% my fault for not uploading more often, and here we are now. I'm starting to upload now, and I think the next video that I'm going to upload tomorrow or Friday is going to be about the 40k Marvel Rival tournament, and just explaining why women should not be in men-dominated spaces, pretty much as well. And speaking of Count Dankula, usually every night with him and our mates we play Marvel Rivals, and he is the biggest hardcore Iron Man main out there. He's got like 300 hours on Iron Man. It's ridiculous. I have over 300 hours on Moon Knight because I'm an absolute fucking Moon Knight main. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Marvel Rivals next. I like doing a little rant video on video games every so often, but I'll wrap the video up there. This is going to be another long video. I do apologise, but if you could like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, it would be greatly appreciated as a whole. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree with anything that I've said, or you think I've missed anything of key importance. There'll be links to my X account in the pinned top comment as well. But yeah, I love yous all, and as always, keep on rolling. Have a great day and a better week to follow. See yous.